For all of you amazing folks about to throw an amazing party, regardless of what kind of party it is, I would like to share with you some red flags you're going to want to watch out for before hiring your next entertainment company, DJ, host, whatever you're needing in your party. This will help you choose wisely, and at least you're going to be informed. Now, I have a list in front of me here, and I'm going to go through it. Here are some of the red flags. If some of these entertainment companies get past the phone interview and they're actually meeting up with you in person, one of the red flags that you're going to want to watch out for is if your entertainer is late. If they're late, that's a little bit scary. Now, if they have a legitimate reason, for example, something they have no control over, like a accident or ridiculous traffic for road closures or whatnot, fine. However, they need to call you to let you know they're going to be running late. If they just show up late without calling you, informing you, texting you, sending you a pigeon messenger, red flag. Next up on the list is when you're sitting with this particular entertainment company and they do not know the flow of the kind of event you are going to be throwing, that's scary. Why? Because your party becomes their testing ground. Unless you hire them specifically knowing that they do not know what they're supposed to do at this specific kind of a party, fine, so be it. You gave them a chance, maybe they're a relative or whatnot. Fine, so be it. Third thing that you're going to be watching out for is on my list, they expect you to come up with the itinerary. If this is your first time putting together a party, you will have no idea what you're supposed to do. The entertainment company, DJ, host, or whatever, is a professional. So they have seen all kinds of events and they have an idea of how the flow goes. Now, some things are going to be modified, some things are going to be added, some things are going to be taken out of your party so that it suits you and becomes unique to your amazing party. Now, if they're just sitting there and they expect you to come up with the itinerary, once again, if you're hiring them based off being your friend, giving them a chance, they're charging you $10 to do your party, then so be it. Great. However, that is a scary thing if you are hiring somebody that wasn't referred to you and that you're not giving a chance to. So be careful about that, okay? Fourth thing, they give you a price before knowing the scope of your type of event, before even knowing what your requirements are. That's scary. And the reason why that's scary is because if they're looking to book you just to book you, they're pretty desperate. And I don't mean to say that negatively to my fellow entertainers. However, if you do give somebody a price without knowing what they need, you can be in really, really ridiculously hot water as an entertainment company because you may not be able to handle the scope of what they're looking for. Another point, they show up to your meeting without paper, pen, a napkin, a laptop, a tablet, and they just think that they're just gonna casually talk with you. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and chit chat with you, and then we're gonna find out what it is you need. Be careful about that. If they don't have a piece of pen and paper, the organizational skills from that particular entertainer is pretty bad because you're not going to memorize all of that. If you're really booked up, you're going to want to write down some very, very specific things. For example, clients, you're going to ask for very specific things, and you should. That is absolutely important that you ask for exactly what you want. And the entertainment company, once again, makes that dream party happen. So you ask very specific things to take place. And if they don't have a pen, paper, napkin, tablet, laptop, red flag. Another one on my list is the entertainment company doesn't ask questions. That's very, very scary because the first thing I would ask being an entertainer is what city is it going to be held in? Is there going to be a noise ordinance? Is it going to be held outdoors, indoors? How many guests? How big is the actual section? Are we going to be in multiple sections for the reception or the actual party? Is there going to be 2 rooms, 3 rooms, one separating this from this and that? How was the parking situation? Or is the venue requiring something from the performer? So these are very important questions, and every entertainer should have these questions asked. They should ask these kind of questions. They need to know what's going to happen. And then most importantly, they need to ask you, what do you want to have happen? How do you want your party to be? Do you want it to be just chill and relax, kind of a Spotify kind of a moment where you just play music, which I think that's crazy because you could just get Spotify. Or do you want it to be club like, or do you want it to be somewhere in between? You as an entertainer, me as an entertainer, has to have these kind of questions in mind even before meeting you. Otherwise, what's the point? Am I just going to show up? Oh, I'm just going to play this kind of music. I don't even know what kind of music you want. Be very careful if your entertainment company doesn't ask you questions. Let me see if I have anything here that you're going to be needing. Last on this list, though there are so many more, there are so many more red flags that you can look out for. However, not every entertainer will be able to answer every single question. Let me just put that out there. We will do our best. And if we cover 80, 90, 95, 99% of what it is you're looking for, that's a wonderful start. And that's what you're looking for. You want somebody who is knowledgeable. You want somebody who's asking questions. If they don't know one little thing or whatever, you can forgive that. They don't need to know every single thing. Every party that I do, I learn something new. So you don't want to be too stiff on what your expectations are. You want to be entertained. You want to make sure that your entertainer has knowledge, and you want to make sure that your entertainer asks you questions. Now, here's the last thing that I'm going to share with you. If your entertainer, after all of this crap I just mentioned, tries to close you by telling you, well, you better book me now, because if you don't book me now, I'm going to get booked on that day, and then you're going to miss out, and then da 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 da. Sales tactic. And the reason I bring that up is because if you are an amazing performer and if you were referred to these clients in the first place, guess what? You don't need to beg. You don't need to do a strong arm close. You need to share with them, hey, this date is still available. I can't promise anything, but I hope you will get back to me as soon as you finish speaking to all of these other companies. And at least let me know which company worked out best for you. And if I'm not that person for this particular occasion, please keep me in mind for the strengths that I have shared with you for another occasion. So that would be the way I would share my information, as well as my booking dates and the possibility of me either being booked or not booked. But I'd never tell you, book me now. I don't want your party to be a disaster. If I can't handle your party, I will tell you. I will tell you. And that, by the way, adding this to the last point, if they tell you they can handle every single party because they've done every single party, no, that is not true. That's crazy. I've been a DJ entertainer for almost 20 years now, and I haven't done every single party out there. That's crazy, because you're gonna have your strengths. My strengths: weddings, corporate functions, and general parties and stuff like that. There are very niche kind of events that take place, and even I don't have that kind of knowledge, and I'll tell my client that. However, if you're willing to get me based on what I can offer you, then great. So that's what I want you to remember. If they tell you they can handle every party, ask for proof, ask for a video. That will be your best bet, so you can see what kind of personality they have and how they perform and what they did for that party to make it great or not great. I hope these tips helped you with regards to watching out for red flags before hiring that DJ for your special day. I look forward to seeing you on that next video. And for those of you having a party, be safe. And I look forward to seeing you guys in person very soon. Bye, guys. Ricky with DJ Arles Entertainment. Peace out.